All right, Bucn over episode 16 coming at you. Daily overs 5, 8, and 2. Season win total sits at 7 out of 65. We got Game 4 Pirates Cubs in the series finale on a Sunday afternoon. Over under was at 10 runs. JT Brubaker versus Justin Steele. Kevin Newman had a nice little game today. Showed up offensively. We had a little bit of gritty defense. Some good, some bad. Pretty gritty all around. We have a little bit of, I have a tweet from Joey Votto about the labyrinth, kind of looking into maybe what Brian Reynolds is going through right now. And oh mama, that bullpen is dirty. We're getting into all of that and more this episode of the Bucn Over. Okay, so great sunny day here in the Berg. Chicago, though, had a little rain, so we had about an hour delay. Bottom of the first, though, fielding error by Hayes, which is uncharacteristic. Scores Ortega and Wilson Contreras went to second. That made it 1-0. Then Schwindel singled, and Contreras then scored, so it was 2-0. And already in the bottom of the first, you're going, oh no, here we go again. But in the top of the second, get right back on that horse. Ben Gamble singles home Yoshi, and that made it 2-1. Top of the third, Yoshi up. Sack fly got Brian Reynolds home, who walked earlier that inning, and was 2-2. Then later that inning, Newman doubles home Brian Hayes, makes it 3-2. So now the Pirates got the lead. And then in the top of the fourth, Hayes reached on a throwing error, and that allowed Diego Castillo to score, making it 4-2. Bullpen and pitching until the bottom of the eighth. Ian Happ, home run, his first of the year, makes it 4-3. So now you're getting a little nervous. And I've seen this score before, 4-2, 4-3. And this bullpen, I know it's not going anywhere. So I know the over's dead. So now we're waiting for, the Pirates to win. Lucky for the Pirates, they got David Bednar. Got into a little bit of trouble, gave up a couple hits, walked a guy. But, man, when it came down to it, 98 miles an hour, strikeout, shuts the door on the Cubs. That being said, Marisnick made two outstanding plays in right field to hold the runner from going to a triple. And then later kept him from scoring, which if I was the Cubs guy, I might have sent him. And it was pretty close. I think in a one-run game, maybe you take that chance. But this is baseball, and it's rare you find a game like this in April where it's very tense, bases loaded, and you're just firing fastballs, 98, blowing it by guys. It was very entertaining. The bullpen for the Pirates, just outside of the Hembree giving up the home run, Peters, 2 2/3, 1 hit, 2 Ks. Crow had a kind of an off day, gave up 3 hits, only 1 strikeout over an inning and a third. Stratton came in and cleaned up Hembree's mess. And Bednar, 3 Ks in the bottom of the ninth. And he's just, there's a video out there on Twitter, if you can find it, of him just telling the Cubs to F off. Not to their face, to his teammates. He's saying F them, F them, F them. So that was, that's that kind of, it reminds you of like AJ Burnett, just that stuff. Like, you can't hit it, sit down. That was, it's really great to see that kind of swagger that bullpen's carrying. Now, hopefully they don't burn out. They can get longer starting pitching throughout the season, because I don't know if they can maintain this. But for early April, fun to watch. Love to see it. Kevin Newman had the 2 hits, had the double, showed up. His replacement in AAA that everybody wants to come up, O'Neal Cruz, had a wonderful walk-off home run and a nice little bat flip, whatever walk-off thing. So that was in AAA today for him. And Kevin Newman's going to do this. He's going to be a decent player defensively, decent player at the bat, subpar, but, whatever. Kind of defensively, uncharacteristic errors from Hayes. There was also a couple throwing errors from the Cubs as well. I don't know if that was the rain making that happen or what, but kind of a tough day defensively all around from everybody. Earlier in the day, my dad sent me a tweet from Joey Votto, and it kind of describes what Bryan Reynolds is going through right now. He did have 2 walks today, so hopefully this will help him. We don't want to see a guy struggle with the caliber of player that Bryan Reynolds is. But the Joey Votto tweet reads, it feels like, talking about being in a slump, it feels like a labyrinth. One feels trapped, alone, and disoriented. When you finally get out, you are relieved and can't believe how easy it was to find the exit. Unfortunately, that exit eventually leads to another labyrinth. So, Bryan Reynolds is going to be just trying to figure this out. And there's a day off tomorrow. There's no episode, no baseball or that tomorrow. So, hopefully they can sit down, get in the cage, figure some things out. But great series against the Cubs for the Pirates. You wanted to see them at least split. They did. They took the series. It was their first series win in Chicago since 2018, I think I saw. So that kind of stuff can propel a team, gain the confidence to go into the next series. You got Brewers and the Padres at home. Those teams are no slouches. Then you go to Detroit, not a gimme, and then to Cincinnati, which Cincinnati's not playing the best. They're 3-13. They kind of stink this year, but when it's the Pirates and the Reds, anything can happen with that. So far this season, Pirates are 8-8, on pace for 81 wins. We're 10% of the way there. This is kind of a good start for them. You'd like to see a little bit more pitching, but I think that's around Major League Baseball all around. No one's going past, not many pitchers are going past, 70, 80 pitches. Yeah, daily overs, 5, 9, and 2. So this keeps up. We might have to switch our name to the Bucn Under. I would never do that. All overs all day. Great series against the Cubs, like I said. Awesome to see Bednar just, blowing people away. I'm kind of repeating myself, but, it's exciting. It's a good time. It's a great, not necessarily for the overs, but for the season over. We're looking forward to cashing on that. No game tomorrow, no episode. We'll be back on Tuesday, recapping Brewers, looking into other things around the league. But for today, this was the Bucn Over. Enjoying the Bucn Over content? Be sure to follow me over at Twitter at Bucn Over, TikTok at the Bucn Over, and on YouTube, the Bucn Over, to follow along with your buccos all year long.